Reserve Bank Governor Lesetja Kganyago believes that when South Africa takes over the leadership of the G20 bloc of nations later this year, it will be an opportunity to influence global economic policies. Addressing the South African Reserve Bank's 104th General Meeting, Kganyago focused on the country's preparations to take over the G20 presidency later this year and to getting the country off the grey list. South Africa will assume the presidency of the G20 in Brazil later this year and host the G20 Summit next year. Ntokozo Khumalo has the details.
A sluggish global economy and high inflation are keeping interest rates higher for longer. According to Governor Lesetja Kganyago, these are just some of the headwinds that will continue to see the South African Reserve Bank walk a tightrope regarding monetary policy well into next year.
We are entering an era of new economic challenges, even as the recent ones have yet to be overcome. There is little fiscal or monetary policy space available to deal with the risks that could emerge through financial stability, renewed inflation pressures, or even the growing challenge of climate change.
While the country has made some progress towards getting off the grey list by next year, with only 2 reporting cycles left in September and January 2025 to report on the action plan, Kganyago warned shareholders that much work still lies ahead.
It is nevertheless imperative that the action items are addressed simultaneously to avoid long-term negative effects on the economy.
Kganyago says the G20 Summit in 2025 offers South Africa a strategic opportunity to advocate for policies that will drive financial inclusion as the 4th country in the Global South to chair the G20 before the leadership of the bloc moves back to a country with an advanced economy.
On the regional front, we have prioritized a strategy focused on the integration of SADC member countries and our role as the chair and secretariat of the SADC Committee of Central Bank Governors.
One development economist says the Reserve Bank has a significant task pertaining to South Africa's grey listing and its leadership of the G20 by ensuring that policies advanced make a real difference in the lives of ordinary South Africans.
We've seen the cost of living for South Africans increase dramatically, particularly when it comes to the food basket of very key food items which are consumed in the South African household. And so the resolution or resolving these key issues has a direct impact in terms of the quality of life that you and I are able to lead, and of course, whether or not we're able to afford the goods and the services that we consume on a day-to-day basis. And I think that's the first point. The second, I think, it's on the question of the prospects of employment or even entrepreneurial opportunities.
Standard Bank, a shareholder in the Reserve Bank, remains confident in the SARB's ability to continue its work of ensuring monetary policy that grows the economy and fosters financial stability.
The Reserve Bank provides a solid and dependable policy anchor through challenging political and global cycles. This reduces the costs and risks of borrowing. It makes more investment possible. It enables easier and more confident decision-making by all South Africa's economic actors.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Pretoria.